Lord have mercy. Here it is. Anything that's necessary for God ought to be necessary for me. Don't you know Jesus made it necessary for not only him to pray, but for us to pray. Don't you know that Jesus said it's necessary for me to go into the synagogue and preach? And don't you know it's necessary for you to come to church to give God praise? Look at your neighbor and say, baby, anything that's necessary for God ought to be necessary for me. Watch this. Watch this. Jesus goes one way, sends disciples a different way, and sends them into a storm. Jesus had tested them in a storm before. In chapter 8, Jesus tested them in a storm. And in that storm, he was on the boat with them. But in this storm, they don't have the privilege of Jesus being on the boat. So the question of the house is, how do you handle your struggles when it appears that Jesus is nowhere to be found? Hear what I just said? I mean, you call him up in from your dorm room or from your room, and he don't answer. You call him up Tuesday from the dorm room, from your room, he don't answer. You come to church on Sunday morning, call him up, he don't answer. You leave church, go home Sunday night, call him up, he don't answer. Get up, it's Monday morning, go to work. Pray to him in your car, call him up, he don't answer. But I got a good remedy. Can I help you right here? Look at your neighbor and say, baby, just keep on calling. Lord have mercy. And just because God don't answer your call does not mean he didn't answer. Sometimes a non-answer on his behalf is an answer. Sometimes God just wants you to just open up your mouth and just keep on calling. Did not your book tell you that he inhabits the praise of his people? Look at your neighbor and say, baby, just keep on calling him. Keep on opening up your mouth. Keep on calling on the name of the Lord. And God will show up. So, watch this. In verse 24, the book says that the boat was tossed with waves. Now, it's strange. It's strange. Are you in here? Watch this. It's strange. It's strange. The boat was tossed with waves. The word tossed literally means that it was tossed about so violently that it was in pain or anguish. Listen, storms are never meant to feel good. I mean, it's contrary to popular belief. Storms are never designed to feel good. But the feel good about a storm is to know that you can have problems all around you and have peace smack down on the inside of you. Lord have mercy. And so you heard me say it before. God may not ever change the situation around me, but he'll give me peace to handle the problems that's around me. Peace on my job, peace in my family. Peace, come on, help me here. And you'll have folk who are wondering why you can smile when you just got a bad report from the doctor. How you can shout when your kids are going crazy. How you can still keep your mind stayed on Jesus when your spouse has walked out and left you. It's because my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus Christ and his righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. And so the difference between a churchgoer and a Christian is that folk who come to church may or may not be a Christian. I said it, rewind, play. Just because you come to church don't mean you're a Christian. A Christian is one who acts Christ-like. In other words, I don't just come to church, but I am the church. I have Jesus on the inside of my spirit, so you can't make me doubt him because I doubt too much much about it. So, and so, watch this. I'm trying to rub names in. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Biblically, and we'll get, listen, I'm going to give you 2 points we're going to get out of here. Watch this. Biblically, storms have 2 types. 2 types of storms. 2 types of storms. The first storm is a correcting storm. Correcting storm. This storm is designed to discipline us. Are you here? To discipline us. We don't like discipline, but we know that it's necessary. There you go. And so when we look at undisciplined children, we start to transform. Talk back to me if you can. You do know what an undisciplined child looks like, huh? When you invite somebody over to the house, and the child runs all over your couch. Talk back to me if you can. And the first day comes and, wait a minute, I don't let my own babies walk all over my couch. Sure, I'm not going to let somebody else, are you in here? Walk all over my. I'm talking about an undisciplined child. A child who looks like and acts like they have no home training. And don't you know, there are some grown folk in church who don't have no home training. Are you in here? Don't you know there's a way that you ought to act in church? Look at your neighbor and say, that's the way, that's the way. How do you act in church? I act like I'm supposed to be here because God woke me up this morning. I act like I'm supposed to be here because God started me on my way. I act like I'm supposed to be here because the Lord gave me a reasonable portion of life, health, and strength. Is there anybody in the building who can testify I was made to be right here? If I wasn't, God wouldn't have allowed me to be here. But since He breathed breath in me, surely I can open up my mouth for Him. So you have a correcting storm, which is designed to discipline us. And then you have a perfecting storm. Perfecting storm, which is designed to develop us. So one is for discipline. The other is for development. Because you do know you can't get strong or stronger by lifting the same 15 pounds of weight. Are you in here? You can't show up to the gym and look at the weights and expect to look like Brother Rose. That's why when I see Brother Rose, guess what? It's all in my mind. I look at Brother Rose, guess what I do? When I see him, how you doing? Listen. I know he got a 6 and I got a 46. But in my mind, come on, help me. Don't you look at them and say, man, if I can just keep it in my mind, one of these days, I'll show up to the gym, quit paying my monthly, come on, y'all. I'll stop paying my monthly bill and not going. But I'll pay my monthly bill going and I'll just lift up some weight. Don't you know that's why you come to church? I come to church to lift up some weight. Lift up some weight. Lift up some weight of praise. Lift up some weights of love. Lift up some weights of encouragement. Because at the end of the day, when I leave the church, if I'm not sweating, I have done nothing. I show up to the gym to get my sweat on. And I've never seen nobody leave the gym smelling the way they came in. That's why you ought never leave the church feeling the same way that you came. Look at the baby and say, baby, why you come? Why you come? I came because it's better for me to be in the house of the Lord giving Him praise than to be at my house going to pity party. That's why Satan thinks about it, gets mad. Every time I wake up, I know Satan mad at me. Every time I wake up, Satan says, Lord, there you go again. Talk back to me if you can. Listen, you have to know how to treat that booger. I call him a booger. Bad English, but it's good understanding. You have to know how to treat that booger. And if you treat that booger like he's a bald head, come on, y'all. You thought I was going to say it, didn't you? Listen, sometimes you have to know how to talk to him to make him get. You know how you talk to folk who don't like you. Baby, no, if you don't get out of here, I got 5 or 6 words for you. You know how to tell folk to get what they need to get and how to do it when they get there. But why don't you serve Satan notice this morning and say, just because I got a bad report don't mean I'm not healed. Just because you think I should be dead, I'm still here. And I am set free. Newsflash, and whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Preach about God. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So corrective storms are designed to discipline us. Young people, you need discipline. Discipline starts at home. Oh, I'm a school teacher. I know. Listen here. I have a bag of chips, a plaque on the wall, and a trophy. Because I teach kids who don't have no discipline, no type of stuff. Come on, help me here. And watch this. And then you call their parents, and the parents look at the caller ID. Soon as they see 281-634, I ain't answering that. I'm getting my nails done. Get my hand. Come on, help me here. And so parents look at school as a playtime for their kids. They expect the schoolhouse to discipline their children when charity starts at home. So if they don't see the parents loving on one another, they gonna come to the schoolhouse and hate the teacher. If they can act and talk any kind of way at home, they gonna cuss the teacher. If they can wear their pants halfway down at home, they gonna do. Thank you. And then can I my testimony? I'll give you a 15-second testimony. I turned 17. Came in the house. My dad was sitting on the couch. I didn't say nothing. I walked down back. Around this time, I really look like Bro. I'm really, around 17. I'm 37 now, so I walk in the house. Dad's sitting there watching TV. Pants way down here. I'm doing my thing. I'm cool. I'm going hot. But it's Dad's house. You understand? You already know where I'm going. You do know this is Dad's house, right? It's not my house, but I'm 17. So I walk in the house, close the door, don't say nothing, don't speak to nobody. I walk on in my room. Yeah. Now watch this. About 15 minutes later. Watch this. My dad comes on in the room. I said, hey, Dad, how you doing? And before I got off the how you doing, now watch this. Watch this. I will not share with you because my dad is a deacon. And a good church going man, so I won't tell you what he said. But what I will tell you is that I never did it again. Are you in here? And you know one of the things my dad said was so profound. Son, I know that if I would have allowed you to do it here, you would do it somewhere else. If the parents allow the children to do it in their presence, there's nothing the teachers can say, nothing the principal can say in their absence. Here it is. Good scripture. Look, here it is. Train up a child in the way that they should go. And when they grow old, they won't depart from it. They're going to make stuff. They're going to make mistakes. That's a part of the growing process. But it won't be that you didn't teach them right. Because children learn and live what they learn. Are you in here? So correcting storms are designed rather to discipline us. Perfecting storms are designed to develop us. God is trying to develop us, and the only way He can do that is through discipline. And so Jesus goes up and sends the disciples out. Watch this, by themselves. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, God will send you by yourself so that you can trust and lean and depend on nobody but Him. Because folk are 3 words. Can I give y'all the 3 L's?